Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to Sports Time HQ. I am your host, Fernando. Joining with me today is my great co-host, Gary. Gary, how are we feeling today?
Doing pretty good. Excited to be back. So I missed Sunday. But we're here today doing another redraft mock draft. It's gonna be a good one.
It's going to be a good one, and I'm excited because it's going to be a super flex mock draft. And I know a lot of people these days are always in for some super flex mock drafts. And of course, you know, the most important time of the season is coming within the next month. We got ourselves some football. I think we're less than a month away from the actual first Hall of Fame game.
Yeah, probably. Honestly, I don't know down to the date, but yeah, it's played like I
Sorry,
want to
I
say
lied.
what's that?
We're actually in the month where the Hall of Fame game is going
Really?
to be played.
Really? I thought it was
July
like
31st.
okay. Yeah, I was gonna say the first week of August. That's when I thought they usually play it.
Yeah,
So
usually it's
close
the
enough.
first week
But
of
yeah.
August. Well, I would say let's get into some news and notes, but Gary, enlighten me. Is there any news or notes? Because we've been gone for a week, but yet there's nothing there.
I don't think a single thing has happened this past week or past couple days, and I mean, honestly like trying to find things right now as we're looking at it. I guess the one thing that I did see today is Tristan Wirfs is undergoing surgery on his knee,
Mm.
and he's going to begin the season on the pup list. So
Ooh, so he'll
that's
be
a
missing
tough,
the first 4 games.
yeah, that's a tough blow. I mean, hopefully doesn't hinder him for the whole season, but um, probably one of the best tackles in the game, one of the best young tackles in the game, former All Pro. So hopefully it doesn't, like I said, hinder him too much, and he's able to get back out there and help the Bucks win games.
Help the Bucks win games, indeed. I mean, I'm excited to see the Bucks. Hopefully, they can at least do something this year as well. Maybe go back to the
Yeah,
playoffs.
yeah. I mean that offense is
Um,
crazy. The offense is nuts. So
Speaking of the offense, so I actually who wrote this article? Tom Blair on NFL Network. This is just a quick one to talk about. He actually built the best NFL team, keeping them under the 2025 salary cap budget. And I just want to go through what he kind of had for all the salary caps and everything. For the quarterbacks, his roster was Patrick Mahomes and Bo Nix as the backups. Running backs, Saquon Barkley, Bucky Irving, Isaiah Pacheco, and Chase Brown. This takes 3.6% of the cap. Wide receivers, Justin Jefferson, Puka Nakua, Lad McConkey, Khalil Shakir, Nico Collins, and then Cavante Turpin. And then tight ends, Brock Bowers, Evan Ingram, Isaiah Likely.
so that can
I
all
mean,
be under the cap,
yeah.
but
Uh,
I mean it's obviously there's no defense.
Actually, so I'll tell you the whole thing. Jordan Mailata, Landon Dickerson, Zach Frazier, Dominica Puni, Panay Sewell, Zach Tom, Nick Allegretti, Tanner Bortolini, Tevin Jenkins. Those are the cap for the offensive linemen. 9 of them, 16% of the cap. Edge rushers, 22% of the cap. Who's number one, Gary?
Miles Garrett, I assume.
Myles Garrett, Micah Parsons, Gregory Russo, Nick Bonito, Nick Herberg, Dietrich Wise. And then for interior DL, Jalen Carter, Kobe Turner, Puna Ford, Moro Jomo, and David Gacho. And then linebackers, Fred Warner, Zach Bond, Zaire Franklin, Henry Teodo, Ivan Pace Jr. For corners, Patrick Surtain, Christian Benford, Cooper DeJean, Zion McCollum, Tarib Still, and Marcus Jones. Wow, a lot of Patriots for defense.
Yeah.
Safeties, Kyle Hamilton, Kirby Joseph, Cameron Kinchins, wow, this one's an interesting one. Talanoa Fanga. Oh, yeah, I knew that one. Special teams, Brandon Aubrey. Guess who the punter is?
Corey
Do
Borges.
you know who? Yeah.
Is it? Let's go.
And then long snapper is Mason Matzik. And this whole team is ended up actually being under the salary cap.
Wow.
I'm trying to see if they have full on total. Obviously, this year's total was $279.2 million in salary cap. So building the best one. The salary cap used was 278,962. So they had a salary cap space remaining of $237,000.
So that should go to show that
That's
he
actually a
should be
solid team. I mean, that team is good.
solid team. That's like at least two top players from each
But
position.
I feel like I would rather have Josh Allen than Patrick Mahomes. Hot take, maybe, but
I'm still not putting any quarterback over Patrick Mahomes,
Jalen Hurts.
especially not in the AFC.
Jalen Hurts.
No.
No. For what reason? No.
I don't think Jalen Hurts is a top 4 at least quarterback.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Whatever you
I don't
say,
know
buddy.
I don't think that's a hot take either. I think a lot of people agree with that. I mean, are you going to say that he's better than Mahomes, Lamar, Burrow, or Allen? You going to say he's better than any of those guys?
Who Hurts?
Yeah.
He's won a Super Bowl.
Stop. You're not putting him over any of those guys, and you know it for a fact.
He's won a Super Bowl. I mean, if you look at it, you could argue Hurts is better than Burrow because Burrow went to the Super Bowl but didn't win it.
Okay, and how many has Josh Allen been to, or Lamar?
Also, say Hurts and Lamar are Hurts is over Lamar and Hurts is over.
This winning culture to define how good players are way too.
I mean, isn't that the culture though? Isn't that what you want for a team?
All right, so then let me ask you this: why would you take Allen over Mahomes? Because he hasn't beaten him in the playoffs.
You're 100% right on that. You're 100% right on that. I would prefer Allen because I think Allen is a better. I could say I feel like he's a better talent overall.
Wow, that's all right. I mean, listen, to each their own. I mean, we're arguing like A1,
yeah,
A1,
we are. We honestly
B1.
are.
So it's like I could go either way. I still think I'm not putting anybody quarterback wise over Patrick Mahomes. Although whoever you want to have at that 2 spot, whether it's Allen, Lamar, or Burrow, they're all interchangeable. For me, Hurts isn't higher than 5. So
okay. Well, I think I can agree. I think I can see it. I can see why you're saying it, and I can agree with your take. I just obviously I think you put the 5 quarterbacks and like they're somewhere there, but everybody has different takes on where they are in the rank. But if you really put the 5 together, like they're all top tier.
Yeah, I mean, I just think about it this way, like I think about it in the sense like, the reason why I always say that I hate like the winning culture thing, or like, how I feel like winning culture is kind of overtaken, like just looking at talent perspective and anything else in the perspective is, let's answer this honestly. Say Jalen Hurts swaps positions with any of those quarterbacks. They also probably, I can't say for sure, but probably win that Super Bowl. Am I wrong?
Yeah, I don't think you are wrong, honestly.
Right. So that's why I think like the winning culture thing is kind of blown out of proportion because Jalen Hurts didn't do it on his own. And that's not me
Agreed.
also saying that Patrick Mahomes did it, 3 times on his own. But, we've kind of seen him do it with a team that's not what Jalen Hurts just had. His wide receivers led the league in drops when they beat the Niners year, and they went on to win the Super Bowl, which is nuts. So, again, I'm not saying Patrick Mahomes won it on his own, but let's not act like, if those quarterbacks weren't in Jalen Hurts' shoes, they also probably wouldn't have won that Super Bowl. But That's just my 2 cents on like the winning culture thing. That's kind of just overtaken all sports, not just football. But yeah,
No, I completely agree with you on it. Honestly, I think you put Josh Allen in where Jalen Hurts was. Again, it could easily be that we could be saying Josh Allen was the
right.
MVP last year and he won a Super Bowl. So we'll all see. We'll all see it. But I guess let's get into it now.
Let's do it.
Let's get into the mock draft, super flex mock draft, 2 quarterbacks. Now, Gary's technically already picked his spot, but I'm not going to let him keep his spot.
Really?
Because,
Okay.
no,
Okay.
he's
I
not
like
going to keep
this.
it.
I like
He's not going to
this.
keep it. We're going to have Siri decide on camera. So, Siri, do the honors. Pick a number 1 to 10. The issue is Siri needs to actually work. That's the biggest.
Is this for you or
problem.
me?
This is for you.
Okay.
This is for you. Siri's currently loading.
Awesome.
Something went wrong. Okay, so Siri, give me a number 1 through 10. Oh, fricker. Siri, number 1 through 10. She's there. She's loading. She's loading. What is she going to get? I think she's broken, honestly.
Let me try it on my phone.
Yeah, you try it with your phone.
Yeah.
Sorry, something went
Pick a number
wrong.
1 through 10.
This will be for you.
7.
Okay, so you weren't that far off.
All right. So I'm going to 7, and then
All right.
this is for you. Pick a number 1 through 10. 2.
2. Okay, that's not what I was expecting. I usually get stuck with high numbers.
All right. I like
Well,
this.
ladies and gentlemen,
There it goes.
let's get this draft going. Josh Allen goes first. I'm on the clock here. JJ McCarthy, God tier. Just kidding, everybody. Just kidding. We're not going to put him at number 2. But honestly, I'm debating actually here. I'm really debating about Jaden Daniels. Really going to be honest.
No, that's not a bad take at all, to be honest with you.
No.
I think he's going to be a top 3 quarterback this year, fantasy-wise. So
I think I can't go against Lamar Jackson because of how good the team is, so I will have to go for him. Bijan Robinson, Jaden Daniels, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, go. 2 big wide receivers, go. Where are you going? Could you take the guy that we literally just talked about just now?
yeah, I'm going to. I mean, he just absolutely lit up the league, and I think him and Chase are going to do it again. So that's
All right.
a dream scenario for me because I did not think he was going to get to 7.
While you decide on yours, Jahmyr Gibbs,
Yeah.
CeeDee Lamb, Jalen Hurts, and then come back around to Amon-Ra, St. Brown, Puka Nacua, Saquon Barkley. Team 8 has Jahmyr Gibbs and Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be totally honest with you, Freddie. I've never actually been in a 2 quarterback. I've never actually done a superflex.
Really?
Yes, I really actually have never done a superflex.
Wow.
So this is actually a very new draft for me. But I see a guy that I like, and I'm going to try to go after him later. So you know what? I will take the chance on the rookie.
No.
That's my RB1.
Ashton Genty going for you. Brock Bowers, Nico Collins, Patrick Mahomes, and Brian Thomas. Jaden Daniels, Patrick Mahomes duoing up. I'm on the clock again, and there's some interesting guys. I'm going to actually take his team and give me Derrick Henry.
Mm.
Then Trey McBride, Malik Neighbors. I will take the second quarterback in Bo Nix.
Nice.
Lad McConkey, Christian McCaffrey, Devon Achane,
No.
Baker Mayfield.
Which is exactly who I have my eye on. So that was the worst possible thing that could have happened.
I thought if I took him, he was going to be too early. And if I waited for him, he was going to go already. So I'm glad I went with Bo Nix.
Yeah, I'm kind of mad that just happened because I thought that was going to all work out perfectly, but I guess not. Okay. Well, then I guess I'll have to go a different route, obviously. And let me grab the guy that I think will be the better wide receiver in this scenario. I'm not going AJ Brown.
Okay. I don't mind. I don't mind that take, honestly. I was debating about him around where I was. No, not Kyron Williams also going. Drake London, Marvin Harrison, Josh Jacobs, Bucky Irving, Jonathan Taylor, Kyron Williams go around that 3-4 turn. Gary, Bucky Irving and Marvin Harrison off the board. How do you feel?
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about going Bucky at 3-7, to be honest with you. And I went with AJ Brown, knowing that even if he got to me in the next round, I wouldn't actually take him with 4-4 because I don't want to wait again on another quarterback. But kind of in a dilemma here. I'm not the biggest Herbert fan. I don't know
I can
what to
understand
think,
that.
honestly, in that scenario, but this is a little bit risky, I guess. But I'm going to take the guy that I think is going to do very well this year, probably finish in that 12 range if I had to guess. But I think there's a lot more upside there. I'm going to go with Caleb Williams.
Interesting that you went Caleb
Yeah.
Williams over Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
I would have. I feel like I would have probably still taken Justin Herbert, but I can see your reasoning though. JSN Herbert obviously now going. Garrett Wilson, Brees Hall, 2 back-to-back Jets. I'm on the clock here. I don't think I can. Oh wow! I really should have just waited on quarterback. So this is what I was going to do at 3-2. I was actually going to take Kyron Williams, but
Well,
I think I'm happy. I think this is a big. I think I'm happy because I'm going to take Chase Brown.
yeah, that's a great
With
pick.
this
Yeah.
pick. Drake
I would have
May,
done
Marion
there.
Hampton go. This is okay. This is getting rough already, and we just started. Okay, give me Scary Terry. I'm a big Scary Terry fan, so give me him. Is he the best wide receiver one? Probably not, but I think right now he's best available for the wide receivers, and I really need a wide receiver. So I'll take him. Higgins, Cook, Evans, Hill go. I will be honest, I was thinking about Tyreek Hill, but I just every year that I do have a chance, I still just always pass him.
My team would be so much better if like my guys didn't get sniped like a pick or two prior to who I was going to take back to back rounds. Damn. Okay. Okay. Well, in this spot, I'm gonna go running back, I guess. Or maybe not. I mean, I'm looking at this board, and if this is the board that I'm looking at in a draft like this, but there's actual people instead of AIs, I would take a wide receiver and wait on a running back because two of the three teams have at least 2 running backs already. But I already know there are going to be 2 running backs that go. So I guess I'll just take the next best guy off the board, and that's Alvin Kamara, who I think is always a steal in the mid rounds. People are kind of expecting him to fall off a cliff, but he really hasn't done that. So
No, I think the value that you're getting Kamara is decent value for what running back he's going at. Think what this is running back 15, 16, and he can still provide you an RB12 finish.
Yeah.
Going back around the 5-6 turn, Kyler Murray, George Kittle, Sam Laporta, Rashee Rice, Brock Purdy, Jared Goff. Can I just say, Team 8, I love except for Drake London.
Yeah. I mean, second wide receiver is going to be rough because he's got about 12 more picks until then.
Yep. I agree.
15?
You're on the clock again. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I mean, this is just a horrible. I don't like this team at all, to be honest with you.
I don't like my team at all. Can we redo?
This draft position was tough, but I guess in this spot, man, I would love to double. I love to double up, and I would probably do that in the real world scenario with DJ Moore because I already have.
Honestly, it's a good
Caleb
stack.
Williams.
It's a really good stack.
Yeah, it is, but I mean, if you look at the guy right below him, like I can't just pass up on him. I mean, come on, man. You
Not
serious?
Not the Devontae Adams.
Devontae
No.
Smith is there too, and I probably could have taken him, but
Oh my God, I can't. I
Devontae
can't.
feels rejuvenated in LA. He says so. Let's see.
Fair. T-Mac going, then Travion Henderson. I was actually going to take if he was still available. Kenneth Walker, CJ Stroud. I am back on the clock here. Yikes. Give me the stack on Zay Flowers. This is becoming the sleeper Baltimore team. Joe Mixon, DJ Moore. The only guy I don't have from this is Mark Andrews. Just an FYI. I actually just saw the guy that I want to take here, and that is Mr. Cortland Sutton himself. So give me 3 wide receivers. I got the stack on Sutton and Zay Flowers.
Oh my!
Honestly, I don't mind it. Prescott, Hubbard, Love, and RJ Harvey going. Who was robbed for you? It was a Harvey.
Yeah, it always is. Like I said, one or two picks right before me, but it's
Oh
okay
man.
because no, it's not okay. You know why? I was actually
You know when
literally
you say
just
you're okay and you're just not okay?
because my cursor was literally right on Devontae Smith, and then I look to my right and see that I have AJ Brown in my wide receiver 1 slot. So, I don't think I'm going to do that. But God, this is so ugly.
I'm starting to turn around. My team's turning around.
Yeah, I don't see a world where I'm able to do that.
You have a player on right now
Yeah,
that I'm actually surprised you're not taking.
I want to take him, but it's like it's so unpredictable at a flex spot that I would rather just go here.
Okay, I don't mind it. I thought he was also on my list. Smith, Hunter, Connor, Judkins, Caleb Johnson, David Montgomery go in the 7-8 turn. You're back on the clock, and I just before you pick, the God tier quarterback is available.
Is he?
He is.
Wow, I was gonna say when you're debating between picking him at 1 and 2, I was gonna say he'll probably still be there in the second round. So you could have taken him there, but surprisingly, he's fallen all the way to the 8th. So
he's fallen all the
value.
way to the 8th. He's an absolute steal in the 8th round.
Definitely. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I can pass up on another running back.
They're
This
slim picking out here.
they're bad, right? Like this is just bad. Okay. I guess I'll go here.
No, I was looking at him.
It's like the
Oh, and
next
then I
best
just
in
got
my
sniped
opinion.
with Jameson Williams. That's so
That's right.
sad. Not only was I sniped with Williams, but also Hawkinson. Wow. Swift and Xavier Worthy go as well in between. Man, I am it's slim picking now. It's slim picking.
Yeah, the running back position is really bad.
Yeah, it's honestly. Oof. Give me, yikes. I mean, give me Aaron Jones. I mean, I have to take a running back here.
Yeah.
It's just it's a must. Give me Aaron Jones and then
QB3?
QB3 is on the board here. Do I want to take him there? Maybe not. In a world where I have Lamar Jackson, in a world where I have Derrick Henry, in a world where I say Flowers, is there a world that Mark Andrews also comes onto my team?
Probably.
Let's do it.
Jesus.
Kelsey Olave, Judy, Penix. I will be honest, if it wasn't for Andrews still being on the board, I was going to go Jerry Judy.
Yeah, I was going to go either him or Olave, but shocker that they go right before me.
Shocker. Michael Penix,
right?
though, going before JJ McCarthy is criminal, I must say.
I like Addison's in a good spot right now. I'm not the biggest
Yeah.
fan of his, but that's a pretty
Obviously,
good spot for him.
he is dealing with a possible suspension, and I
Yeah.
think that is why he's also at this spot. But I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I
You
think
know
it's
what?
not
Let me take this guy in my wide receiver 4, without a doubt.
okay. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. There he goes. He's off the board, ladies and gentlemen. Oh,
Damn it.
and team 9 takes Calvin Ridley too.
Yep. Yeah.
Addison, McCarthy, Lawrence, Waddle, Ridley, and Tyrone Tracy. Were you looking at Tyrone Tracy?
No. No, I was
Okay.
saying McCarthy goes off the board. That's who I really wanted.
Yeah, right. Of course.
Oh man. Um, Debating if I want to wait for a tight end. Like, I like Tyler Warren. I really like him in this spot, actually. But I think I'm going to go with a guy who's more experienced and just I know what I'm going to get from him. I think I can wait a little bit longer to get him. So I guess the next best available position player, whoever that would be. Who's the next best running back? Pollard. Oh, these running backs are so bad.
Yeah, they're
Oh, these
brutal.
running
They're
backs are
so
so
brutal.
bad. I don't even want to take one. All right, give me my guy that
Warren,
I said will.
Warren,
Give me the guy that I said will pop off this year.
Devo. You put him as a running back. Tony Pollard, Tyler Warren, Brian Robinson, Travis Etienne. Go. I'm on the clock here. Slim picking. Slim picking.
God, these running backs, man. I can't get over how bad they are.
Yeah, it's a brutal one. It's a hard knock life for us. Now watch me get copyrighted there. Give me Jacoby Myers. I mean, he's always valuable some way or another. And if he's my wide receiver 4, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
And I'll pair him up with honestly, I was looking at Tony Pollard, to be honest with you. That's how bad it is. You know, give me Cam Scatterbo. I really don't. Not so much interested in him, but I need running back depth, and he's just a guy I need to look at. Evan Ingram, Matthew Golden, Brandon Ayuk, Mika Ibuka going right in between. Gary, you back on the clock.
This is not who I wanted to go with. I actually wanted to go with Ingram, but I will take David Njoku, not for the sole reason that he is a Brown, but I'm expecting and praying that, well, I want Shedeur to win the job, but I'm hoping that it's Flacco that gets it because him and Njoku were going crazy.
They had a connection
when they were together.
They had a connection.
So if Flacco was the quarterback for the whole year, then getting Njoku at tight end 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, I think that's a steal because I think if he's got Flacco for the year, he'll probably finish around 6, 7, if I had to guess.
Yeah, I can easily see that for Njoku. Loveland, Reed, Warren, Jennings, Ferguson, Najee Harris on the 11-12 turn. After getting a top 7 tight end, Gary, I don't think you're going for another tight end. But
no,
I feel like you're feeling a running back.
Yeah, I'm going to go to that pit of despair. You know what? I'll take this guy because reports are they're going to try to work him in a lot.
Okay. I don't mind that pick.
I guess that's just the upside pick.
Yeah, it's an upside pick. Shakir, Kincaid, Diggs, Cooper Kupp going now. I'm back on the clock. We see a lot of quarterbacks still on the board here. I'm gonna double up here. I'm gonna go Javonte Williams. And that's just because for some reason I've always been out on him, but I think just for some reason this year I want to be kind of in on him. I think the value that I'm getting for him is nothing, so I don't mind it. Charbonnet and Downs go, and Gary, who is the actual number 1 running back on the depth chart of the New England Patriots?
Andre Stevenson.
I'm going to take Ramondre Stevenson. We know he's been a top 24, top 12 back in the past. Can he be there again? We don't know, especially with Travion Henderson there. But even if he gives me a few weeks, he's my RB 6. So Luther Burden, Kyle Pitts, Tajee Spears, Jaden Blue, going in between us. Gary, back on the clock. We got 3 more rounds left. Well, 4 for you still.
I mean, are you going to take a third quarterback?
I could. I should.
Well, I'm not gonna do it now. I'm just wondering.
I can't say my secrets.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna go a guy that I love in Dynasty, and I think that him and Herbert could really hit it off. So
no, it's not a bad pick. It's not a bad pick. Pittman, Benson, Coleman, Kraft, Tutton, Higgins going on 13-14 turn. I'm going to be honest, Tutton, sleeper at 14.
we'll see.
I'm just saying. He could.
All right, let's get the fun started, shall
we? No, because I knew you were going to get the fun started too. I just knew it.
Let's go.
Goddard, Rashad White going at 14-6 is crazy. Darnell Mooney, J.K. Dobbins. I completely forgot he was on the board still. All right. Give me Kayemi Fairbairn. Bigsby, Bates, go. Give me the number 1 defense from last year, who's going to continue to be so good. If I can find them. The Denver Broncos.
There you go.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. Digger, Boswell, Bucker, McLaughlin. Who's your defense? Detroit Lions, Cleveland Browns. Here's my take. New England Patriots. Honestly, they have a good defense. It's just I think they're going to still play from behind is the problem, and I think they're going to still give up a decent amount.
Well, I guess. I mean, okay. Give me this team because they debatably now have the best secondary in the league.
I should have just went with Baltimore all the way. Honestly, I should have.
I was debating between them and the Steelers, which I hate because I'm a Browns fan. But listen, they always find ways, I guess.
That's true. They do. Your last pick in this draft. How you feeling? How you feeling here?
You know what? I think I am going to draft the third quarterback. And
good. AR-15?
You know what? Let me go.
Bryce Young?
This guy. You guys drafted this guy, right? Yeah, I think so. Let me go Patriots legend.
No way. Why? Why?
What do you mean, why?
Malik Cunningham.
Yeah, he's a stud, no?
Oh, my God. Oh,
that's hilarious, by the way, because I just looked him up. He's actually listed as a wide receiver right now.
Is he?
He's listed as a quarterback on Sleeper, but when you look him up, the first thing it says is he's a wide receiver for the Baltimore Ravens. Yes. That's hilarious.
I just want to point out, if we had another round or two, I'd probably go Kyle Williams, Marvin Mims. But I am going to take a quarterback here, and I am going to take I thought about taking Sam Darnold, who, if you look at the stats last year, top 10 quarterback. Right now, being undrafted is crazy.
Yeah.
But give me Justin Fields.
Nice. Well done.
Yeah, need to take him. Gary, out of the draft, how do you feel in this? Like, go by position for your teams.
I think my best pick came in the last round. You serious?
Okay. What are you on right now? What did you take mid-show?
No, I mean this was fun. Like I said, I've actually genuinely I've never been in a super flex league, so this is my first draft that I've ever done. So a little bit of a different format for me. Definitely wasn't a fan of the start, at least, and I can't necessarily say I'm a fan of how it turned out in the end. But I like. I mean, my team's deep. That's the one. That's the one thing that I feel like I do
Yeah.
well in all drafts. That I'm able to draft deep, whether I start in a good spot or not. And clearly, the 1-7 is not a good spot for a draft like this because you just get the middle of the pack running backs. I mean, we'll see how Jinty does, but I mean, that's kind of a risky pick, I guess. At the 2-4, and I love Alvin Kamara. I don't think he's going to fall off by any means, but in terms of running back years, he's getting older, so we'll see how that goes. I guess I was lucky enough to strike a wide receiver 1 still in the 3rd round, in AJ Brown. So I was happy with that. And you already know how I feel about Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
And David and Njoku we already talked about. So yeah, I think it went okay. Like I said, I wasn't a fan of it at first, but I like the depth of the team, and I actually don't totally hate how it looks.
If I have to give you a grade on your draft, I'd probably grade it a B minus. And
I'll
that's
take it.
because of the fact that the running backs are a little on the weaker side.
Yeah, for
Wide
sure.
receivers also not super high on, but
Yeah.
again, you did get that wide receiver 1 in AJ Brown, and then you have high upside for your wide receivers. So I did give you an okay grade for that one. Uh, I'm not really including kicker and defense because you obviously picked good ones. Um, for tight end, David Njoku, I don't mind. I actually don't mind it at all. Joe Burrow, I love. Caleb Williams, I love. For quarterback fantasy potential, Caleb Williams is there. For the team that he has, if you're drafting any of those guys, I'm concerned with. But
Hmm.
Caleb Williams should have a lot of high upside. I think your team could be in that C plus B minus range, but by the end of the year, it could easily be an A minus team.
Yeah, I think that.
For my team, I think I love pairing up Lamar Jackson, Bo Nix as my 2 quarterbacks. Running backs, Derrick Henry, Chase Brown is solid. I wish I had another top tier running back, but I'm okay taking 2 top tier ones that finish top 12. Aaron Jones, Scatterbo, Javonte Williams, Rondre Stevenson, kind of just flyers. Maybe filler weeks as well. Wide receivers, I don't mind actually McLaurin, Flowers, and Sutton as the trio. Again, this is only 2 wide receivers and 1 flex spot. So if those 3 are my main 3 guys, and then Derrick Henry, Chase Brown are my other 2 for running backs, I think I'm okay with. Mark Andrews, I did it for the plot, and that was because I wanted to have quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end for Baltimore. If I had to pick another tight end though around that area, I'd probably have gone Tyler Warren, either Tyler Warren or wait another round or 2 where Evan Ingram went. And then Fairbairn Broncos defense, of course. Just I think it's also solid on my end.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. I like that you brought up the Tyler Warren and Evan Ingram uh, spot that you were in because those were the 2 guys I was also looking at before I pulled Njoku later. Um, but I probably thinking about it. Actually, I don't know. I was gonna say 100% would have drafted him over Njoku, but I kind of talked myself into the fact that I'm thinking Flacco is going to win the job. So I actually
Hmm.
really like that upside because of when they played together, of course. Um, but yeah, I like. Actually, I was going to make a comment on your wide receivers for not drafting one till the 5th. I actually think that's a pretty good room.
Right.
I like that you're able to find some gold there. I think Sutton in the 7th is great. But one thing I wanted to bring up is AJ Brown being drafted as a wide receiver 10 not crazy to anybody else. I mean, I don't think he should go like much higher than that, but I personally just don't think that Lab McConkey should have gone over him. I mean,
I'm telling you, when we had Marcus Gray on the show last week, he said Lad McConkey is getting overhyped, and
yeah,
I maybe when redraft season finally starts, it'll fluctuate and Brown will go above McConkey, but The fact McConkey is going above him is just...
You know what? I'll be honest with you. That I think is my only issue. Like, because I'm looking at the other guys ahead of him, and I can totally see them all. But McConkey, I definitely can't see that. And I like McConkey. I like Marcus Grant said it too when he was at Georgia. I was a fan of him when he was at Georgia too. Man, not over AJ Brown. I mean, I don't like that.
Yeah.
No,
I agree.
We'll see.
I agree. Gary, if you had one takeaway from this draft, is there any takeaway that you can think of off the top of your head that you either would do different or something you've seen?
I mean, I guess get a better pick, because genuinely every round, like the guy that I was
you were getting
eyeing
sniped.
Yeah, I got sniped on Baker. I got sniped on James Cook and then Mike Evans in the 5th. Those are the guys I was referring to. I would have taken at that spot over Kamara. And then I got sniped again in the 7th. I would have taken Harvey over.
You might as well just trade your team to team 6.
Yeah, that's right. That's the one guy that's got me messed up a little bit. But no, besides that, I like the draft. That's actually crazy. Baker, RJ Harvey, and I mean, to be honest with you, I would have thought about taking JSN if I got Baker Mayfield at that 3-7 if he was still there. But yeah, no, I'm excited. This all this drafting is getting me excited, man. I'm so ready for the season to start. Obviously, still a little bit away, but it's creeping up on us. Don't think that we're so far away from it anymore. I was thinking about it today while I'm at work, because Freddie, I talked to you about my job. It's kind of split up into three parts. We we go pick up the fridges, we clean them in the middle, and then we deliver them, right? I was thinking to myself, damn, this summer's kind of flying by. We're already only like 20 days out from starting the delivery part, and it feels like we just started the cleaning part. But yeah, it's already July 8th, 9th, something like 9th. So
10th for me.
Yeah, 10th for you, right? But a month from now, we're gonna be into the heat of all the camps.
Actually, crazy. We're exactly 3 weeks. We're exactly for me, we're exactly 3 weeks away from the Hall of Fame game.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Like, once August starts, all the training camps will be back, all the practices will be back, and next thing you know it, a month later, we'll be kicking off. So
I'm so hyped for it. Real quick, I think my biggest takeaway on this now, if you're someone who does Superflex mock drafts, you usually know that the quarterbacks go actually a lot earlier than this. Yeah, I'm actually surprised that the quarterbacks went this way, even with the adjusted lineup. If the quarterbacks went in this way again, I think my biggest takeaway is to wait on your second quarterback, because I would have rather taken a quarterback in between 5th and 8th round and be perfectly fine with it still, because I could have taken Kyren Williams at 3-2, and I think this team would have went from, I don't know, I think maybe a B to like an A-.
No, I feel the exact same way. Like, looking back on it, I drafted Caleb at the 4-4. Much rather would have had Stroud at 6-4 or Dak at 6-4 than Caleb at 4-4. So
yeah, I agree. I agree with it, and I'm surprised.
Yeah, me too.
Well, it was a pretty quick show, I must say.
Yeah, I mean, no news and notes. We just get right into things.
Yeah, that's true. Of course, thank you everybody for watching in this week's show. Of course, also big thanks to all the new subscribers on YouTube. Again, if you haven't done so already, go like and subscribe on our YouTube channel. The road is to keep on going up, so hopefully it all comes down to everyone's support. And we appreciate you for all the support that you guys do. And again, be sure to use that code SportsTimeHQ on Underdog Fantasy. They're going to match first deposit up to $1,000. Again, we can start giving away trophies, rings, and belts for discounted prices on TrophySmack.com/SportsTimeHQ. Once you guys go to that link, purchase something for your league mates, And then we can start giving you 50% off rings. And how cool is that? Because
Very
then
cool.
you save money. And guess what? Your league can actually give away more money.
Yeah.
Just think about it. Just think about it. Again, TrophySmack.com/SportsTimeHQ. We're back again. And like always, we're here every single week, Wednesdays and Sundays. Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Sundays at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. And again, I was joined by my great co-host, Gary. Go follow him all over social media at GDPicks. And of course, I'm Fernando. I am your host of Sports Time HQ, and we will see you all on Sunday.